Hello. Today I want to talk about how to use the word of the day to increase your intuition. And the reason this is good is that your intuition acts like a GPS and will keep you from stumbling over things that you might otherwise stumble over. Have you ever noticed how you suddenly get an impulse not to go to that restaurant, but you go anyway and then go home and you don't feel well? That's you ignoring your intuition. So our intuition is not this big deal. Our intuition is always there. It's always present. The trick is how to connect with it, because it also doesn't speak in language. It speaks in images, and so we have to find a way in where we use words to find images, which helps you connect with your intuition. And this is some of the basis of why I created this practice, the word of the day, because that's exactly what it does. You have to use words because your mind uses words, but your intuition and these other creative parts of you don't use words. So this is a way of repurposing words to generate the images where your intuition can help you more. Now, another good thing about intuition, we're not talking about gut feelings. Gut feelings can be very misleading. But intuition is that little voice that speaks before your other voice does. And when you listen to it, that's when things go really, really well. We don't listen to it because we've been oppressed by the societal needs to fit in. And we also have this inner self-esteem issue where we're constantly referencing how we want to see ourselves, so we can't hear what we're hearing from ourselves. And this is one of the reasons that I'm very interested in having people stop trying to improve their self-esteem and instead repurpose all those efforts to gain self-acceptance. Because when you have self-acceptance, it means that you are in a place where you can hear yourself speak, literally. And that's when the intuition works. You've heard it referred to as the still small voice. A very famous yogi, I once asked him what intuition was, and he said, "Oh, it's that thing that happens before you think." And I thought that was great, because we all get those little impulses before we form a thought and we ignore them. So what you can use the word of the day for is a practice where you're trying to capture that little voice that speaks before you think. And that's why the word of the day can be powerful, because you have this circle on a page that is creating a vortex so that what's in your deeper mind can come through. And because you're willing to be playful and be surprised, then stuff comes in, a word that you can't expect. Something that you don't even know what it means. I get words that I have no idea what they mean. I do the word of the day, then I have to go look them up, and I find out that they are precisely on point. And as a result of this, I would say that my intuition is very sharp, except when I don't listen to it like everybody else. But when I do, I always win. But this is, again, like any muscle, the ability to hear how your intuition speaks to you is a whole practice, and I've never really seen it discussed in this kind of hands-on detail, and I hope to do more of it in my work. So if you're interested in the conversation, come join us on social media and let me know what you think about intuition.